Alright, so in this video we're going to talk about how to make jam at home, and in this specific case we are talking about kiwi jam. Alright, so the first let's discuss how did we get these kiwis.
These kiwis are from Tesco.
They're from
they are in
Tesco.
the discounted sections.
Okay.
It's one third of the original price because they thought it's a little ready, but in fact there's no damage, nothing.
Okay.
In fact, some of them are still relatively raw.
Okay.
So it's a little bit soft, but when you make jam, you want soft fruits and you want ready fruits anyways. You have to smash it.
Okay.
And this one we got the whole thing 8 kiwi together is £1, 20 pence.
That's a good price. So we got 8 kiwis for 1 pound 20 pence. Perfect. Okay, so this next part of the process is to peel the skin of the fruit.
Kiwi. There's different ways to cut the kiwi.
Yeah, so this is one way of peeling it, of course. So in this case we are using a knife, but then of course there are these tools, right? So you can use this peeler.
But it's not working very well.
Yeah, but we tried it and it's not working very well because of the type of the skin that kiwi has. So we are using a knife, just a normal kitchen knife, to peel the skin. So you see, that's just peeling the skin now. Yeah. Perfect. So we have, then we put it in, cut it into pieces so it's easier to cook. Okay, so we've done cutting the kiwi into pieces. Now the next step or the next ingredient we are focusing on is putting ginger candy into it. So what is ginger candy?
Ginger candy is actually crystallized ginger. You can get it from the bakery store.
Okay.
It's suitable for both baking and snacking. This is 50% ginger and 50% sugar. So you can put it in breads, cookies, cakes. It's very useful. Even while cooking meat, you can put a little bit of ginger candy to give the sweetness.
Oh yeah, so that's a good idea. So if you don't want to buy ginger and peel it and all those things,
Yes,
or cut it and all those things, you can just buy ginger candy or crystallized ginger, and then you can use it in your cooking, which includes sweet cooking or even spicy cooking, which is chicken or meat, any meat
yes,
that you want to.
very useful.
Good idea. All right, so the next step is start cooking, right? So we've taken a flat pan and we are going to cook it on slow flame, okay, medium flame. So the two ingredients that we put in is the kiwi and the ginger candy. So now the thing here is there's no third ingredient going, so we're not adding any water or anything else. It's just the fruit, and to make it sweet, ginger candy.
Oh, in fact, when you cook jam, you want to evaporate the water, then it becomes thick. So you should not put any water in it.
Perfect. So we should not put any water in it because we want it to evaporate anyways. And the fruit itself has water in it, right? So any fruit has water content in it. So that's what will happen now. So the fruit will start cooking, and as it starts cooking, the water will start evaporating. Okay, so now we've been cooking this for about 15 minutes, right? So now you see that it's become a little softer. So what we do is we use this tool to smash it. So we just smash the fruit. You can, of course, cut it into pieces before cooking so that the pieces are already small. But then if you're lazy like me, then I will just do it this way, like, you know, just keep it into big pieces. Once it gets soft, smash it, and that's it, done. Okay, so another ingredient that we like to put is lime. So the reason I'm doing it in a different bowl is to make sure that there are no seeds. So just no, there's no proportion, as in, of course, you cannot put a lot. You see there's a seed now. You cannot put a lot, but then just do it slowly. See how sour you want your jam to be, and squeeze depending on that.
Lemon juice is not to give the sour taste. It can bring out the sweetness.
It brings out the sweetness. Okay,
yes.
Okay.
Because usually people make sweet jam.
Sweet jam, yes.
Yeah.
So yes, of course, the jam will be sweet, but then once we put this, it brings out the taste and it makes it more tangy. You can have sour and sweet
Lemon
taste at the same. Yes.
More refreshing.
Yes. I think this is enough. We don't need that piece. So let's put the lemon juice now. If we need, maybe we can add a little bit more a little later.
Okay, we just tasted the jam and it's a little sour. So we're putting a little bit of sugar.
Okay, so we tasted the jam and it's sour because so we're okay, alright, understood. Cool. Okay, so another thing I noticed is you see the water has evaporated and it's now started to get more and more dry. You see less and less water content and it's getting thicker, which is good. So it's almost done. I think we cooked for almost 30 minutes. Is that right? 30 something minutes. Yeah. So there is no time as such, as in you don't really have to time it, but you just have to see how wet it is and how much water is still there and keep on evaporating it.
We're putting the jam in the jar. You should put the jam in the jar after cooking and when it's hot, and then you put it upside down to vacuum it. Then the jam can be preserved for a longer time. Okay?
I did not know this.
Oh, okay.
You put it in the jar and then you put it upside down
Yes.
to vacuum it.
Yes.
Okay, one thing we forgot to say, that since this is a very natural product, there are no preservatives. That's why make sure that you eat it at a faster rate, which means the shelf life is not like a very like a factory product. Okay, it's not a factory product.
Traditionally, when people make jam, they put a lot of sugar. It's to
preserve it.
the jam, yes. Then the jam can last for very, very long time. But then we don't want it to be too sweet.
Okay.
It's too much. Like this.
Oh, just put it like this. Very interesting. Okay, cool. So this is helping it to vacuum it.
Yes.
Cool.